While I slept on the floor, a cherubim came to me in Jerusalem. If I am saying the truth, I will ask the God of heaven. If what I'm saying is true, I'm going to ask the God of heaven in the next maybe to send us one this night, to send us just one. I saw in the vistas of heaven a set of ranking men that will rise from this land, that will have the capacity to make war with the utterances of their tongue. The revival that is coming will be sustained by ranking men, not just by anointed men. Satan will want you to be limited to the flesh. Jesus Christ. You need to fight as a believer that the flesh will not be my description. I will not be a slave of his desires. I will not be kept in captivity by the desires that come. And you will, the desires will still be there. You will still see women and like them. Hey, this one is from Kenya. This is how they look. You will still like them. But we know what? By the Spirit, we shut down, we paralyze the desires of the flesh. If you decide not to give it attention, it will wither. Its strength of impression will wither. You will know it doesn't have a foundation. Just give it time. It will become a mirage. You will know it doesn't have roots. What has roots is the Spirit. And that's why encounters can be tangible. And they can live with you for 25 years. Because that's where your foundation is. It's your foundation that is speaking. It's your root that is speaking. I was dancing in my hotel room today, and there was no music, but the music was coming from inside. If you go to the book of Ezekiel chapter 11, you will see Lucifer. Of all the angels that were created, there is only one angel in the entire Bible. And I speak from a researched opinion. Only one angel in the entire Bible is called the anointed cherub. In the realm of the angelic, this angel was number one in rank. In fact, the Bible called him the guardian cherub. He was like a bodyguard for God. He is the only anointed cherub, but he is one among the guardian cherubs. So there are two guardian cherubs. Just to remember the portrait of the Holy of Holies, you will see two cherubims. Like one is like this, and then the other one is like this. You still remember? You remember that? One of them is Lucifer, the guardian cherub. He protects the glory of God. Are you there? You are not there. I hope you know the high priest is going to come into that place. And if the high priest sees that glory, the high priest will die. So the guardian cherub needs to protect the high priest from the glory, so that he can stand before Jehovah and minister. Do you still remember that man? He's there, the cherub. Because anytime you hear of cherubims, they protect the glory of God. If you hear seraphims, they protect the holiness of God. They are always around holiness. They are jealous for God's holiness. The cherubs in the glory of God can unveil their face like this. You will see their faces. But the seraphs, in the fullness of holiness, the identity must be concealed. So they have 6 wings, but they don't use all of them for flying. They use 2 to cover their faces. They use 2 to cover their feet, and they use only 2 to fly. I've seen them only once. I've seen them once. I saw a cherubim once when we went to Jerusalem. We had 5 buses from Nigeria, and I was the pastor of my bus. If they appoint you either a reverend father, a reverend with a collar, so they can appoint you to be the bus captain. So I was the captain of my bus. Because of that, I was entitled to a big room. All right, very big room, and I was entitled to fruits, a basket of fruits, and so many privileges because I was the pastor of 50 people on that pilgrimage. Then one of the government officials was on my bus, and we were supposed to be 2 per room because there are only 25 rooms will be allocated to my bus. When we got there, he said it's a government official, they cannot share a room with anybody. So the guy that was left, I now called him, gave him my bed. I said, you sleep on my bed, I will sleep on the floor. While I slept on the floor, a cherubim came to me in Jerusalem. If I am saying the truth, I will ask the God of heaven. If what I'm saying is true, I'm going to ask the God of heaven in the next maybe to send us one this night, to send us just one. If we continue, no preacher can preach again.